Hey everybody, Brett here from Be Improv. Thank you so much for coming out and checking out video 4 of my mini-series. Happy Friday. Hope you've had a great week. And I love that I've been hearing from people in person and via social media about how they're finding these values in my improv videos so applicable and how they're starting to try things out or noticing things. And that really excites me because I know, isn't it great? This is why I do it. So thank you for sharing those stories with me. They're really, really meaningful. Today's value that I've chosen is this idea of just go for it. Follow your impulses and go for it. In improv, this is a huge one. And when we talk about impulses, usually in improv, we're talking about our physical, our body impulses. Because we'll be standing on the edge of a scene or a game and our bodies will tell us when they're ready to go in. And it's the mind that stops us. It's that fear that grips us and goes, oh no, I don't think that's a good idea. So it's in improv, we really train this process of following those impulses, diving in and trusting that it will all come together and that your people will catch you and you'll all work together. So it's a really nice image. And what I wanted to show you guys was this is one of my many improv booklets or notebooks where I take all my notes from my workshops over the years. And this one has especially some really my favorite ones in it, just from an incredible conference I went to in Milan a few years ago. And I did a workshop with a Belgian woman called Natalie van Rendergame, and it was all about following your physical impulses. And she talked about decisions versus choices. Now, she of course was talking about an improv, but I like to look at this through like my day-to-day lens as well. These getting stuck in these choices moments where we're like, should I, shouldn't I, is this the right decision? Will this make a good, outcome? Versus a decision where we just go for it. Yes, I'm doing this. I'm going to try and I'm going to trust that something's going to come out of it. Good or bad, I'm going to go for it. And I think it's just such a great theme. And I think we see it a lot these days in like motivational posters and stuff. Trust yourself, go for it. And it's so true. I don't find it easy. I'm not saying it's an easy thing to do, but it sure feels good when you just go for it and give something a try. It feels so good and you feel a little bit proud of yourself as well. And it's the same in improv. So I was thinking of an exercise, and because this, again, like last time, this is a theme that just kind of runs through all of the exercises we do. But one I think that helps us exercise this is called group count. And this might be something you've done before if you work in a company or something. I think it's used in other areas too. So you stand in a circle and you're basically going to count from 1 to 20, one person at a time, but not in any order. So you're just gonna, sometimes people look at each other to do this. Sometimes people do it looking at the ground. People generally find it easier to look at the ground. So you're looking down. Someone will start with 1. Someone else will say 2. Someone will say 3, and so on. But the trick is you don't know the order. There's no order. And if 2 people say a number at the same time, then you have to stop and you all laugh and you go back to 1 again and you start again at 1. Now, I've done this with groups of people where they've gone from 1 to 20 in the first try, and I'm blown away by it. So I always like to up the ante a little bit then. But it's a great one for following that impulse, because as we're standing there listening to the count happen, we'll usually find our bodies going, and you want to say it. And sometimes you just got to make that strong choice and go for it. So that's what today's all about. Go for it. Follow your impulses. And I hope that this weekend you have a fantastic weekend and you find a little something in the weekend that you step away from that, should I or shouldn't I? And you just go for it. Have a fantastic weekend, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday for my next video.